Buckhead is a place where people usually come to play, but in the heart of Buckhead rests some of the last pieces of its African-American history.
Yeah, what you probably know as Frankie Allen Park off of Far Road used to be called Bagley Park. 11 Alive's Molly Oak introduces us to the people who are fighting to keep Buckhead's black past a part of its future.
In the silence of the sunrise, before the kids show up to play, before the tennis matches start, before the fans fill up the seats, across from America's pastime, quietly sits Buckhead's past. A past that seems more like a secret.
Most people don't know that it's there.
How often do you come to this park?
About 4 times out of the week.
Under weeds and fallen leaves, a spot parkgoers had never heard or seen.
No, never noticed that.
A place intended for people to rest in peace. But those residing here only knew a racket.
There were stories of Ku Klux Klan coming through there, and they would break up the gravestones. That's why you don't see any more than maybe 3 or 4.
Elon Osby knows the noise because she listened to the stories about the black cemetery by the baseball fields in Buckhead.
Right in the middle of Buckhead.
She knows about the hidden headstones marking the graves, some of enslaved people and former servants.
This is a picture of my grandmother, Ida Bagley.
Her grandparents, William and Ida Bagley, and her aunt and uncle are buried here, somewhere.
Can you still see your family's gravestone?
No, they're gone. They're gone. This was taken when they were in Bagley Park.
Bagley Park, originally named after her grandfather, now known as Frankie Allen Park, was an African-American community founded by formerly enslaved people in the 1800s, then filled with people who were silenced and forced out of Forsyth County in 1912.
This was all that they were able to do.
In the overgrown Mount Olive Cemetery, some gravestones are still in sight.
You can kind of see that name.
Mm-hmm. Roosevelt, somebody.
Elon says research suggests there are anywhere from 45 to 100 hidden graves in the once bustling black neighborhood where 400 families finally found a home.
And then there was an effort that was started to get rid of Bagley Park.
Silenced again.
Yes. Yes. It's a sad, sad story.
Around 15 years ago, Elon says a man bought the plot of land the cemetery sits on, sight unseen, with the plan to move the graves so he could start building.
I just thought about all of the things that they had lost, all of the things that had been taken from them, their home in Bagley Park, but no more. It stops here.
Elon heard and had enough.
Not this time. You're not gonna force my family out again.
That's when Buckhead Heritage Society started making noise with a lawsuit. They won.
This cemetery is one of the last remnants of Buckhead's African-American heritage.
Remnants of headstones once hidden, unreadable, unrecognizable, now getting restored and remembered.
Who sat by the creek and wondered how it feels to be free.
People listened to the poem that portrayed people in the past.
They are the loud and rowdy ones.
Ones once silenced, someone now speaks for them.
There's a lot of hidden history, and over the next few years, we'll see a lot of it unearthed.
Throughout the past year, replacing and repairing headstones and markings, adding fencing to Mount Olive Cemetery, and a unanimous city council vote to change the name back to Bagley Park.
We owe that to them.
The graves will be seen.
Now it's gonna get known.
The stories will be heard.
Your grandparents are sitting right there next to you.
Yeah. William Bagley and Ida Bagley.
Do you think they're proud of all the work you've done?
I hope they are. I just wanted them to be at rest.
At rest and remembered.